God, if you're not got your hoops, you really don't know basketball. Like, come on now. But get to get started. Now, the topic I'll talk about today is who the best team in the East. Now, I'm not gonna talk about all those top five teams, but let me name the top five teams in the East before I talk about who is the best team in the East, in my opinion. Top five teams in the East, currently, right? Top five teams in the East, we gotta say is Celtics, Heat, Bucks, and then the iffy bout is Nets and Sixers. Because now, before I talk about who the best team in the East, in my opinion, is because this is my own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion, so I want to hear everybody else's opinion. Yeah. Miami Heat, Miami had the first seed. Miami Heat are a great team. But why I'm not say the best team in the East, I don't see them winning the East. Because Jay Butler is a great player. On a championship team is like one of the things at how far them two could go, and it's debatable. And so, Kyle Lowry, we did see him age a lot down. Peter Tucker is a great defender. Jay Butler does go in and out of games. This is not one of Jay Butler's best years right now. He's shooting 30% from the three. Yeah. I know they got one of the deepest bench, but bench goes away enough in the playoffs a little bit more. And about the starters. And about, I get it, they have Tyler Hill. Jimmy, they got Tyler Hill, I get that. But really, I'm high on the Heat. I'm saying the contenders. I get that. But to me, coming out the East, I really don't see it right now. Like, I'm saying the conference finals as far as they're going to make it. Make it. And then, we got to move on to the defending champions. And the defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're a good team. But why I don't feel like they're gonna be on the best team to win it this year in the East? Cause last year people say they won it by luck. With KD, but said they beat Miami Heat, shoot them. Understand about that? I understand that. And then they want to get the Nets. They're down 2-1. Kyrie and James Harden was there, and then Game 7 happened. KD stepped on line, and he did step on line. And then they say they want to look at KD and Kyrie out there. But it kind of don't make sense to me. Because last year was kind of the weirdest season. That definitely gonna talk about in another video. But one of the weirdest seasons. But it don't make sense to me that we say the Bucks won by luck. People say the Bucks are not really legit like that. I'm not saying they're not legit, but I could see the Bucks make it out. But part of me saying they're not gonna make it out. You know, part of me like, no, they can't. No, they're not. Like, part of me feel like Giannis gonna be him, Drew Holiday gonna be him, but I'm iffy about Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton go in and out of games, and how competitive the East is this year, I cannot have him doing that in and out of games. He cannot be doing that. Before the season ended, he was averaging 18 points a game, shooting 30% from 3, and shooting 41% field goal. Before the season ended. And that's going to struggle with these tough teams now. The East is way better. So I really don't see how could we see Bucks coming out the East. I'm not saying they're going to go far. I can see them make it to the final. I can see them go to the finals. I can see that. I can see them lose the second round. But now, I will add, Brook Lopez just came back for injury. We added that too. Brook Lopez just came back for injury. So, could we just add him to the mix? How he gonna look? How he gonna compete? And then the role players, I'm kind of worried about that too. How they're gonna adjust, how they're gonna shoot, how they're gonna be good in there. They did step up by poor step up last year in the playoffs. Who gonna step up this year? Yeah. So I'm iffy about the Bucks, but not fully iffy. But I like they're clear cut. But before I talk about who I have a clear cut who will win the East, in my opinion, I'm gonna say my reasons. Before I talk about that, I'm gonna tell you about why I'm iffy about these two teams. I say they have like a 50-50, like close to 50, or they get upset. Okay. First team I'm talking about is the Sixers. The Sixers have a great year. Joel Embiid have an MVP year. Definitely I think he go with MVP. Definitely the video to talk about the other day. Tyler Maxey have a multiple player year. And then you got James Harden. You trade for him. And I said this before, James Harden is pros and cons with him. And James Harden is a great player, but he shot away from big moments. James Harden definitely one of the chokers in the playoffs. And this is not the same James Harden we have in Houston. And I get it. They say I kind of laugh at that. They said it was James Harden and Joel Embiid look at the next Shaq and Kobe. I'm like, what? That's crazy to say. That's crazy. But it's just like you give up so much of James Harden, because Steph Curry is a great shooter, Andre a great rebounder and stuff. It's just like one thing is James Harden is gonna go shot away from big moments. We never seen him shot in big moments. Could we go back in Game 6? Could we go back when it was the Warriors? Could we go back last year, other playoffs before? So like Joel Embiid, I feel like they don't have nobody to guard for Joel Embiid. No one can guard Joel Embiid. He's a big setter. But he struggled against this. And he going against Toronto. Your Joel Embiid said in an interview, the hardest team he hates going against is Toronto. So, and the best defender, Maxey, can even not play in Toronto games because he's not vaccinated. It's like, wow, disadvantage they got. And if James Harden not be the other James Harden, we don't see like he is. He's not that explosive like he used to be. He's not that James Harden that dropped me 60, leading the league in scoring. He's not that. I'm iffy about James Harden and stuff. So I'm not really high on the Sixers. And Tyrese Maxey, I feel like he could be that option. But in the playoffs, it's like, this is for the stars. And I really don't know about this right here. And then Tobias Harris, they moved to a 4 option that he's not used to. He's not used to that. He okay be a 3rd option, he okay be a 2nd option, or a 1st option or on a good team. But a 4 option? Like, he's not used to that, bud. That one he's struggling right now. Oh. And you're going against a team that beat you 3 times this year in the season. Yeah. So right now, I'm not saying they could, but the possibility that they could get upset in the first round to Toronto. Don't be surprised. Please. Now, let's move on to the Nets that people are high on. I'm not really high on the Nets. I love KD. I love Kyrie. KD one of the best players. KD is definitely one of the best offensive players in the game. Kyrie best ball player in the game. But it's like one thing is, you had KD and Kyrie to be that good in that Cavs game, and everybody else be that good. To be that close to be a Milwaukee core Cavs team, it's like you tell me that could be Boston. And their defense is like one of the worst. Their offense because they have KD and Kyrie, but KD gonna struggle. That I say Boston gonna make him struggle. Even if they do beat Boston, they're gonna make him struggle against Milwaukee. And then I'm hearing rumors that Ben Simmons might come back. I'm not fully high on Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons is a good player. I'm not saying talent. He's not talented. He's a first pick for a reason. He's definitely a defensive player. Definitely one of the top defensive player in the game. And rebounding and playmaking. I get that. It's just I feel like they have no 3rd guy there who could go to what KD is struggling or Kyrie is struggling. Yeah, remember this. KD and Kyrie are human. We see it past games. And Kyrie take a lot of shots. We saw it in our Hawks games when KD dropped 55 and Kyrie dropped almost 30, almost 30, but shot 30 shots. Now think about that. He was struggling. He shot 30 shots. That says a lot. Alright. And then no one else to go to. Ooh. Like we see it a lot. And the defense, I get it. Ben Simmons help with the defense. Arden Drummond help with the defense. Arden Drummond help with the rebounding. Ben Simmons help with the rebounding. Help with the playmaking. But you're bringing a guy back who hasn't played a year, who not got free throws. So if you bring him back game 4, game 5, game 6, depending how the series go, you think to him that guy gonna play awesome that quick? It takes time to gel into that. People don't understand that. So I don't know why they rush you the process right there. Who a guy who I played in a year, and then two, I just don't see it. Yeah, they have Curry. I get that. Curry's a great shooter, but he not a scorer. They have Patty Mills. He's a shooter. And if they had Joe Harris, man, I love it. But they don't. He injured. So I'm iffy about it. Cause one of the things, I'm not saying this, but like they're gonna, to me, the Nets, they can go second round, or to me they're gonna lose first round. Obviously, but I don't see the team I would say losing that first round. I don't see they get upset. I don't see people really say this is a coin flip. I really don't get that. So they get this. Let's see, the team I'm saying who the best team in the East right now. For Celtics were the 11th seed. People say break up this team. People say break up Jalen Brown, JT. Marcus Smart is talking crazy. Say they have to pass more and go Doka. I'm happy with not really a good start of the year for the Celtics. But the turnaround they had is crazy. To 11 to now second seed is crazy. And they show up for it. They were 16-5 after All-Star break. Jason Tatum, we'll talk about him. Jason Tatum was struggling in those months they struggled. But he came back and he showed us he's a superstar. And I'm saying that Jason Tatum is a superstar. I'm not saying Jason Tatum is to me top 15 player in the game, top 10 players. But JT had proved a lot now. In the month of March, he averaged 30 points a game. Shot 50% field goal. Shot 38% for 3. And shot better. They all added to everything they said. They all started playing better defense. They added new additions to the team. Derek White, I love Derek White. A 3D guy they bought. And Derek White does playmate, does everything, all the little things. They're Tice, a guy they bought who been there. Yeah. Then you add that back into that mix. Then Marcus Smart did find his role, who even in the running for this player of the year. We'll give a lot of credit to guards for play defense, who will guard the best player on that team, on the opposing team. JT been going crazy. Then you got JB here. So JT, is averaging 30 points a game to Brooklyn, shooting 50% field goal, having 5.8 assists and seeing 5.8 rebounds. And JB is averaging 23 points a game, shooting 43% field goal, and almost shooting 35% for 3. I really don't see who's gonna stop these two. Well, at least see how if these two could go. How far these two go. And I just trust their role players more now. And I could even pop Silver Doka. He definitely, to the run he had, definitely gotta be top candidate for coach of the year. The Justice teammate was nice. Nice. And I get props by Stevens too. But to me, why I say the Celtics are the best in the East? Because they're second in defense. Yes. The second defense, they're fifth in blocks per game. They're top 10 in offense per game. And not just, I say, oh, really who would really stop those two guys? And then, Horford, have a great year. Have a good year. A veteran not been there. Yeah, so you really gotta say him. And then Williams, averaging 9 rebounds a game, 10 points a game, and almost 2.5 blocks. This guy is defending, a rim protector. He like Rudy Gobert of the East. So with him, I feel like they're a better team with him. I get it, he injured. I get that he injured. Get healthy. He gonna come back soon. He'll be back second round. He'll be back. I don't see no losing first round. I don't see that happening. But like to me, you really can't say they have a disadvantage on that team. The only disadvantage they have is just JT and JB be consistent. I think this is the best year we see JT. This is the best year we see JT. The last time JT and JB was in the playoffs together, they went to Conference Finals against the Heat. Last time they did that. And the year before that, they went to Conference Finals again against the Cavs. We can't count last year when JB was injured. And I'm gonna say this team do not care who they verse. What I like about this team, they don't care who they verse. They don't care who on the floor. They're gonna take them down and get the win. They went against Memphis. And they kind of set up all their players. But they decided, we don't give an F about that. We want that second seed. We want to see that second seed. We don't care who that second seed is. You tell me they're scared about the Nets. They tell me that they're scared about KD, Kyrie. Like, okay, no one versus KD, Kyrie, but they don't care. They're like, nah. Like, okay, we'll see those two. Okay, cool. To have that mindset, it's like, wow, like, damn. So it's just unknown to them. And they actually played great together. The ball movement is like one thing, everybody touching the ball. So I really see the Celtics as the best team in the East. I see them coming out the East. I'm not really fully sold on the Bucks. I'm not really fully sold on the Heat. But I'm really fully sold on the Celtics. I'm making predictions Celtics out the East. And in the month of March, they were 29-2. Month of March or April, they're 29-2. They beat top teams in the West and the East. They can compete with anybody. So yeah, I gotta say the Celtics win the East. But I want to hear you guys' opinion. I don't want to talk too much. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Do you guys agree with me? Do you see Celtics coming out the East? Who do you think coming out the East? I want to hear you guys' comments below. So before I end this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to Jl'hoops, we really don't know basketball. Come on now. I'm out. You have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.